So hello and welcome to the Adam and Val YouTube channel. Today we're going to be having a look and showing you how to make this, the internet sensation, the Dalgona coffee. So this is the Dalgona coffee. What is it? It's a cold coffee drink. It's cold milk and it's got kind of like this creamy, there's got no cream in it. It's like a thick creamy sort of a coffee and sugar based mousse right there. I'm going to quickly show you now how to make that and how I made this one, and I haven't had any of this yet, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to test it. The internet sensation. I think if Costa and Starbucks and all them coffee chains weren't currently closed at the moment, I think these would be selling these. The Dalgona coffee, the internet sensation. Let's show you how to make this. It's really quick, really simple. Then we'll come back and I'll taste it for the first ever time I've tasted it. So here's what you're going to need. Let me just sort this tray out here. You're going to need a glass or some sort of cup. You're going to need some sugar. Just some standard sugar there. You're going to be using 2 spoons of that. And you're going to need some coffee. Some freeze-dried coffee like that. It don't matter which brand or make. And you're going to need some milk. I've gone for the full milk here. Full fat, but you could use any milk. Semi-skimmed, I'm sure it would work with all of them. Or even skimmed. You're going to need some sort of whisk. Any whisk will do. And you need a bowl or something to mix this in. So let's just get this stuff ready. Move that out of the way. So you're going to need a tablespoon, 2 of them, of coffee. It's equal measurements, this mixture. So whatever you put in of coffee, you're going to need the same as sugar and the same as hot water. You do need a bit of hot boiling water on this as well. So I've used tablespoons. So I've gone 2 tablespoons of coffee. And because it's equal measurements, we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. Just a little bit more in there because I didn't quite have it as a level spoon. And then you're going to need some boiling water. I've used a metal spoon here because I didn't want to melt the plastic. So this is just boiling water. Again, equal measurements, 2 of them. You could, and I do say at the end of this video, you could swap some of the coffee out for some decaf. And now all you need to do is whisk this, and you're gonna be whisking this for about 4 minutes. You could use an electric whisk, but I'm doing this manually, and it is gonna be 4 minutes of whisking. Here we go. That's after about a minute. That's after about 3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. That I think that is there. Trying to remember. Give it a good whisk, it does hurt the arm. And here we go, this is after about 4 minutes of whisking. As you can see it right there, that's the texture and that's the colour you want. It is going to lighten up a bit and that's the texture, almost like a whipped cream. That's it there. I'll just get that ready. And that's how you want it to look. That's when you know it's done. Just pours off slowly and it's a sort of caramel sort of colour. It looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Put some milk in your cup. And then just put this on top. You can be as neat or as tidy as you want on this. This is the first time I did it and I did it the best I can, I think. I don't think it come out too bad. Just like that. Just pour it all in and then you can smooth it over a little bit. Make it look neat and tidy. I was getting all this out, but you probably didn't need it all. You can just smooth it over. And that is pretty much it. That is ready to drink, and there it is there. It looks stunning. The coffee starts to melt down a little bit into the cold milk. Let's taste this. I'm dying to taste it. Let's taste it right now. Right, so we're back. You saw how easy that was to make that. It's equal measurements. So if you put 1 teaspoon of coffee in, you need 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then the same amount of hot water. So whatever you put in, them 3 ingredients, sugar, hot water, coffee, and it has to be like the coffee granules, the instant coffee granules. So whatever you put in of one, it's got to be the same as the other. I used 2 tablespoons. Yeah, it was a tablespoon. It was this thing, wasn't it? This is just like a tablespoon measurement. So I just used 2 tablespoons. So I had to use 2 tablespoons of everything. What I will say now as a word of warning, that has got 2 tablespoons of sugar in it, and it has got 2 tablespoons of coffee. So it's going to be strong and it's going to be sweet. A real quick tip when you're making that coffee, because I've finished that and I've had 2 tablespoons of coffee and I'm feeling a bit. My tip will be, when I showed you how to make it, I said 2 tablespoons of coffee because you need the same measurements, etc. Put 1 teaspoon of coffee in and make the rest up with decaf. There's a decaf there and there's another decaf there. Make the rest up with decaf. It will be a lot easier to drink and you won't get that crazy effect I'm getting now. I'm not sure. Do you reckon this is illegal? But I think that's pretty much how everyone's making it on the internet. Just just putting that out there before I taste it. It is going to be strong and it is going to be sweet. So this is it. It looks a work of art. It does look absolutely stunning. I can see why this is probably popular on Instagrams and all stuff like that, just because of the way it looks. And you get some of the coffee melting down and making its way into the milk. It just absolutely looks stunning. It is one of them drinks that you think, what's that? I want one. That's why I made it. And look at these waves of coffee going down. You can add ice cubes. I ain't got no ice cubes. I ain't been able to get no ice cubes. You can have ice cubes to the milk. It don't really work. I'm just going off by stuff I've seen on the internet. It don't really work with espresso. It has to pretty much be coffee granules. And that's it. And you have to whisk it for a long time. I whisked it for about 3 minutes and my arm was killing me. You can use, we've got one of them handmade things or whatever they're called. We've got one of them, you know, them whisk things. The big, I'll show you. I'll just turn the camera around because I don't know what I'm talking about. That blue thing you see there, we've got one of them. I could have used that, but I wanted to do it handmade. But like I said, you can do it with one of them just to make it a bit easier. But that's, you try whisking for 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. This is it here. Literally, I've made it pretty much a few minutes ago. And it's clever how that works, because all that is in there is sugar, and there must be some food science behind it. But let's stop beating around the bush and let's taste this. Yeah. Right. A few videos I saw of people watching this, and one person is quite famous at making coffees. He made this and said, it's far too sweet, far too strong. Why I agree with that, I don't think you gulp it. You don't gulp from the top. You have, when you're drinking it, you more want the milk to go past it, taking a little bit of it in. If you gulp it, you're just going to get you're going to get basically this. And I've tasted a bit of this. That's just really strong and really sweet. And it's not that pleasant. It's really strong coffee tasting and it's really sweet. But the milk eases that out. So you probably ain't going to have all that on the top. The milk's just going to go past it a bit. And just takes a little bit of it. And it's actually quite rather nice. If you gulp it, no. It's a little bit too strong. So just go easy. But that is nice. I think it's more of a sensation, not by its taste and everything, just by the way it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Remember to subscribe if you want. I always wondered whether you could make it with warm milk. You may be able to. I don't know. I was just going to stir this to see what I can get. Because that's going to be really strong. That's just goopy. This is what happens if you stir one. Yeah, I don't think you meant to stir them. Yeah, that's too, like that. It's too strong. But it is rather nice. And I would be making another one. 2 tablespoons of coffee. 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to be doing backflip in about 4 minutes. Let's taste that again.